In today's video, we're going to be looking at linear context problems involving graphs. So we're going to be given a graph and a scenario and answer a couple questions relating to that graph and scenario. So in this problem, it says starting at noon, Adam observed the amount of snow on his lawn during a blizzard. He created a graph to represent how many inches of snow were on the lawn at X minutes past noon. And we're going to create a function rule representing this scenario. So remember, when we create a function rule and we have a linear function, in this case, we are looking for a y equals mx plus b equation, right? So first, that's what we're determining, right? So I'm just going to write y equals mx plus b. Remember, our m value is the slope, and the b value is the y-intercept. Now, what's nice about this graph, it shows you what the y-intercept is. The y-intercept is at 4 here. Okay, so that actually is my b value. All right, and now all I have to do is determine what my slope is, my m. So in order to do that from a graph, you figure out the rise over run, right? So we look at our points here. Now it's tough to see because we don't know what these intervals are yet. Okay, we know all the way here is 60, and actually at this point it lies nicely on the grid lines. So I can simply just figure out the rise over run to that point to figure out what my rate is. So when I go up 4 to 5.08, right? If I go up to there, use my okay, and then I'm going over 60, right? So if we want to show this on the side, you could do that. Your m value is what I would do is subtract 5.08 right, minus 4 over 60 minus 0, or just 60, right? So 5.08 minus 4 is 1.08. And 60 minus 0 is 60. So 1.08 divided by 60, leave that number in your calculator, divided by 60 is 0.018. All right, didn't give myself a lot of room to write that. So I'm just going to do this. All right, and my slope was 0.018. And there is my function rule. Okay, y equals 0.018 x plus 4. So that means it starts off with 4 inches of snow on the ground at noon, and it goes up 0.018 inches every minute. Yeah, every minute past noon. Okay, so we have our function rule. Now we can answer any question regarding the scenario given the function rule. So below here, we have a couple questions. If I can get there. All right. It says, how many inches of snow is on the ground after 200 minutes? Now remember, our minutes are x, right? So what we would do is just simply plug this in. Get a different color. 200 minutes is going to go in for x, and we're going to solve for y. So we have y equals 0.018 times 200 plus 4. So show that process of plugging in into your function rule. All right. And then the rest you could do on your calculator, right? So with our calculator, right, 0.018, I already have that in my calculator, times 200 plus 4. And it is 7.6. So that means there are 7.6 inches of snow on the ground after 200 minutes. Now this question asks, how many hours will it take to have 9.4 inches of snow on the ground? So now I'm going to take this and change my color here, 9.4 inches. I'm going to plug that in for y into my function rule. So we have 9.4 equals 0.018 x plus 4. So this one requires a little bit more work because we have a two-step equation, right? Minus 4 from both sides. And we get 5.4. 9.4 minus 4 is, 5.4. Equals 0.018x. Divide both sides by 0.018. And let's use our calculator. 5.4 divided by 0.018, and that is 300. So it will take 300 what? Minutes. Remember, X is my minutes, but this is asking how many hours. So 300 minutes, give myself some more room here. If I want to take that and convert it into hours, you would just do 300 divided by 60, and 300 divided by 60 is 5 hours. So make sure you are answering the question correctly, okay, and not just getting X as the final answer, but actually figuring out what the answer to the question is. So in that case, at 5 hours, there will be 9.4 inches of snow on the ground. Afternoon. Okay. So again, once you figure out your slope intercept equation, okay, that is very valuable in figuring out any scenario or any question that they give you regarding this scenario, depending on whether you're plugging in for X or Y. All right. So that's it for today's video. And always remember, whether you're solving for X or Y, always give math a try.